Hi everybody, this is Boogass Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Platinum Edition General Zod figure. So before we take a look at General Zod, let's take a look at the accessories that he comes with. First up, he comes with your standard DC Multiverse base, but he stands pretty well on his own, so you really don't need it. Up next, he comes with his data file, and this is entirely different than what we're used to seeing with the DC Multiverse cards. Since this is a Platinum Edition figure, you can see that this one looks more like a sketch card. It looks like an unfinished comic cover, and I really like how that looks. You can see the paints there in the background. I don't know, I just really love the way this card looks. And then there you can read the bio on the back. If you want to read that, go ahead and pause that now. Up next, he comes with gripping hands. Next, he comes with fisted hands. And finally, he comes with open hands. So now that we've taken a look at all of his accessories, let's go ahead and take a look at the head sculpt. So since this is a Platinum Edition figure, there is no paint on this figure whatsoever. It's just done in this like primer gray color. This is kind of like an artist-proof figure, a variant, and I really like this. It really brings me back to the days of hunting variants for Toy Biz Marvel Legends figures, and even Chase Spawn figures. But anyways, I really like this head sculpt. The painted version, I'm not a fan of the way the head sculpt looked. It has some really impressive sculpt detail, but the paint, I wasn't too fond of it. And now that I'm seeing the unpainted version, this has some really great sculpt to it. This has some really solid sculpt work. I think the thing that brings it down on the painted version is the actual paint on it. Because like I said, that sculpt detail to the hair and everything, and the face, it looks very nice. The cape has some really good sculpt detail to it. It has some amazing texturing. This cape is just sculpted very nicely with that really nice texturing and all the wrinkles sculpted in. Another thing that I like about these unpainted figures is you can really see and appreciate all of the sculpt work on these figures. There being no paint detail, you can really see all of the sculpted details really nice. His armor is sculpted really nicely. Got a bunch of really cool little details there on the shoulder pads. These are rubber. This one is hindered a little bit because of the way the cape is sculpted. He has some more texturing on his suit right here. That texturing throughout the middle section right here and down on the legs looks very nice. It continues on the back of the figure. Some more great sculpt work down here to the boots. You can even see right here by the shins, there's some really good texturing on it. So yeah, this figure is sculpted really nicely. It's got some really impressive sculpt work to it. I'm still undecided if I'm going to get the painted version. As I said, I'm not really fond of that head sculpt, but I think with a repaint, it would look really nice. So now let's go ahead and go over the articulation for Zod. So he can look up just about all the way. He can't really look down that far. He can move his head side to side, and you get some tilting. He has ball-jointed shoulders. The right side moves out a little more than the left because it does eventually hit right here on the cape. He has butterfly joints that can move all the way around. He has swiveled bicep, double-jointed elbows that can bend in all the way, ball-jointed wrists that can move up and down and spin all the way around. He has ball-jointed diaphragm and waist that can move back all the way, and he can just about crunch forward all the way. I was surprised by that. This is a really soft rubbery piece, so that's not going to hinder the articulation at all. And you can also move both of those side to side. He has hips that can do a complete split. If you move his cape, here you can see he can do a complete split. He can kick forward all the way. He can kick back all the way. He has very slight thigh swivel. For how good the articulation is here, I really figured that thigh swivel in there would be a little bit better than that. He has double-jointed knees that can just about bend back all the way. He has ball-jointed ankles that can move down all the way, up just a little bit. It does hit on the armor right there. Spin all the way around, and he has toe articulation that can move up all the way. So now, let's do some size comparisons. So first up, here he is next to the Action Comics 1000 Superman figure. And finally, here he is next to the New 52 Deadshot figure and the Mattel DC Rebirth Katana figure. And these actually scale pretty well with him. With this being Mattel, I really didn't figure it would scale with him at all. But she actually doesn't scale too bad. And Deadshot is in 7-inch scale, so I really didn't doubt that he would. So yeah, you can definitely use this guy in your Suicide Squad display. So overall, I would highly recommend picking this up because he is a really awesome figure. It's really fun hunting for these Platinum Edition figures. As I said earlier in the review, it really brings me back to the days of hunting the Spawn and Toy Biz Marvel Legends variants. I really like the way this looks, and like I said, the sculpt work on it is really nice. The sculpt work, you can really tell with it being unpainted. So that's my review. If you liked this review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.